Reminder everyone that this session is for educational purposes only, okay, and not should not be taken as a financial advice, okay. I hope everyone understands that. And if there are terminologies that you find alien to you, yeah, wala pong masama magtanong. Just send your queries over right through the comment section, or maybe send me a direct message. And as mentioned earlier, I appreciate the people who are sending me direct messages, and I'm glad that you find this content or these contents helpful to your trading. And if there are things that mean you need clarification of, yeah, wala pong masama magtanong. Okay, so there you go. Let me move back to my chart. Okay, balik tayo dun sa chart natin. Let me just have a clear one here. Okay, tanggalin natin. Okay, so you see the EMAs are just going for that quick crossover. They're just recently going for that crossover. I mean, sorry. Again, as mentioned, there are different EMA settings that you can experiment with or use. Okay, the internet is so good when it comes to providing us information. Nga lang, there are times that anything you read, you hear, right? You cannot understand them easily or right away, and it might take time. So if you need to ask someone to clarify things for you, don't hesitate. Wala pong masama magtanong. Okay? Right? So from here, we're seeing this uptrend since last week. Okay? Happening. Look at that move. Pero nga sabi natin, medyo nag-i-stay siya sa level na to. Hindi siya nag-spike talaga to get and break the previous high, right? So ang question is, can it continue? Will it reverse, right? Anong mangyayari sa kanya next? Pwede pa ba tayong pumasok? And if pwede tayong pumasok, saan naman tayo papasok? Okay, yun ang titingnan natin kay AUD USD. All right. So from here, okay, I would say you can draw your trend line again. Oops. What happened? All right. Draw your trend line from here, okay? So pwedeng ganyan. All right. So meaning dito nyo siya ina-anticipate mag-bounce. Tama? Mag-bounce, bounce. Now ngayon, it is staying here and it's not continuing. Can we see if the price still have that momentum to go? Yun. Thanks, Jong Jong. Alright. Wala yung sa unang part, no? Edit ko na lang yan sa kung gusto nyo siyang i-review sa YouTube later on. Alright? Okay. This is what I usually do, okay? I always start on the daily chart. Then, kung gusto kong malaman if the daily chart can continue like now or the next couple of hours, doon ko siya titingnan kay 4-hour or any time frame lower. But of course, take note of this if you guys are writing this down, all right, or things down now. Your primary reference for what the general market condition is doing is always the higher time frame. It could be D1, it could be the weekly chart or the monthly chart. Okay? So ibig sabihin, pag tumitingin ka sa H4 or any time frame lower, you're looking for the short-term possible move. Okay? So ganun lang 'yan. Any time frame above D1, you're looking at the general market condition, and most likely you're anticipating for a long-term move. If you're on the lower time frame, you're looking for that short-term movement. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, based on D1, ganito na lang, pasimplihin natin ha. Based on D1, may nakikita ba tayong uptrend? Yes. Nasa kalagitnaan ba tayo ng uptrend na yan? Yes. May possibility ba? Umakyat pa? Yes. Ang question na lang is, kung hindi ka pa nakapag-trade, wala kang position ngayon, pwede pa bang pumasok? Right? Good. So, titingnan ko yan sa lower time frame. But of course, again, reminder, I hope hindi kayo nagsasawa dito sa reminder na to. The higher time frame will always be your primary reference. Okay? So, how do I do that? First, by the use of support and resistance, you can do that. Okay, so this was a ceiling somewhere here. Okay, so market was a ceiling somewhere here. Right? Now, it's becoming a floor level somewhere here. Alright, oops, wala tayong pan-drawing. Yan, okay. Alright, so from here, dito naman, pansinin nyo ha, it was a ceiling dito, naging floor siya dito. It was a ceiling here, now it's becoming a floor. So, saan ba nanggagaling si market? Nandito naman siya. So, ibig sabihin, itong horizontal line is becoming a floor level or a support level. So, if you studied support and resistance, the expectation is for the price to go up once it touches this level and go up there, right? Okay, so that's another sign for us to still be confident that the price is likely to move in our favor. Nandyan pa siya. So, nag-stay lang siya dito pero the likelihood of it continuing in that direction is still high. Okay? So, pupunta na ako ngayon dun sa next thing. If the question is, yes, pupunta pa siya sa taas. Okay? Hanggang gaano naman kataas. So, maghanap tayo ng next ceiling. Alright? Which is somewhere here for me. Personally, I would like to consider this or stretch natin ng konti. Okay? Yeah, I like the first one better. Okay? You have more touches here. Alright? So, kung aakit naman siya gaano kataas, papunta doon. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, we have a decent, let's say about 70 to 80 pips move, right? To take advantage of, especially for the guys who are just looking to trade short term lang. Okay? Short term lang ang position na hinahanap nyo. Okay? So, there you go. So, ngayon, pupunta na ako sa H4. Pupunta na ako sa H4 dyan. Titingnan ko ngayon kung si H4 ba may same waves or cycles or trend, right, na nakikita ko kay D1 to confirm if the lower time frame or the short-term move is agreeing with the long-term move. Well, unfortunately, what you're seeing here is a bit of a sideways. Yeah? So, ibig sabihin, if I want to get in now, the lower time frame is not telling me that the price is likely to move now. I hope that makes sense, right? So, ibig sabihin, sabi ni short-term time frame is like, sandali, parang hindi pa kami ready eh. Alright? So, gusto ko talaga, sabihin na natin, medyo aggressive ako. Gusto ko talaga sa H1 pa rin. Or gusto ko pa rin mag-buy, pero sa H1 at this time. Do I see the pattern? Well, probably yes. Okay? If you're looking at this one. So, medyo merong movement dun sa H1 na kino-convince niya pa rin ako mag-buy. Pero nga lang, alright, papansinin nyo, nagkakaroon naman ng short-term resistance dito. Okay? Nagkakaroon ng short-term resistance. So, ibig sabihin, kung aakit siya, medyo maliit lang yung move ko until the possible breakout. Okay? So, what I'm doing here, I'm becoming more conservative to when I want to get in. And I want to look for, what do you call this? I want to look for a high probability trade. Hindi lang siya basta trade, ha? Right? I'm looking for a high probability trade. Kasi bakit? Right? Hindi lang naman basta kinlik mo yung button na yun, guaranteed to win na yun eh. Right? At the same time, you as the trader, you need the confidence to really take the trade. Or else, yeah, you're jumping the gun without any understanding kung ano talaga nangyayari sa market. Like, again, this is not just for trading. It is applicable to any traditional business, 'di ba? You don't open a sari-sari store kung wala ka namang idea on how to manage a sari-sari store or whatever business, 'di ba? So same thing with trading. Kung hindi ko nakikita na pwede akong kumita diyan, then hanap na lang ako ng ibang currency pair. Okay? Or mag-aantay ako ng mga setup na mas makikitaan ko ng confidence or makukuhanan ko ng confidence to get in. Alright? Again, I hope that makes sense to everyone. In that case, I will draw a diagonal line right here. Gamitin ko yung trend line para alam ko na ito is short term lang na binabantayan ko. Okay? Pag kasi ako personally, no, pag yung full horizontal line ang ginagamit ko, I know I am considering that as my long-term support and resistance. If I'm drawing a horizontal line using my trend line, I know that it is just a short-term ceiling or resistance or support that I'm monitoring. Okay? So in this case, I am a buyer if the price breaks through here. All right? That's one. Ito when you're trading the breakout. Okay? I am a buyer again if the price goes back here at this level, at this floor level. So, two options pa rin if I want to buy. Okay? Pero, pansinin nyo ha. Okay? Magiging iba yung conditions ko. Alright? Magiging iba yung conditions ko. Linawin ko lang. Okay? Punta tayo dun sa, kasi pag umakyat. Okay? Kasi gusto natin makita yung uptrend. Tama? So, pag nag-breakout yan, gusto nating i-test niya ulit yung level. Tingnan nyo yung konsepto ng waves, cycles, and trends. Right? Gusto natin makita ito. Yan. So, ibig sabihin, right? Your waves are pointing that direction. Now you have the confidence that the price is likely to move in your direction. Or in your favor, I mean. So meaning, the first buy entry would be somewhere here. So lagyan ko yan ng B1. Okay, yan ang B1 natin. Now, what if Ken hindi nangyari yan? Right? What if bumaba si market? So panoorin nyo tong orange na line naman. What if bumaba si market dito? Okay? Now, pansinin nyo, this is becoming a floor level. This will be my buy level 2. So, ibig sabihin, magbabuy naman ako. Okay? Diyan ako ulit maghahanap ng buy order. Okay? So, okay, yun yung entry levels natin. Doon tayo maghahanap ng entry levels. Now, Ken, paano yung exits? Right? Hanggang saan naman yung take profit level natin? Okay. For B1, TP1 is here. Okay? So kung kaya niya talaga yung full stretch dyan, mas maganda. For B2, hanggang dito lang din tayo. Oops, sorry. Yan, hanggang dito lang tayo. Right? Bakit? Kasi babalik tayo dun sa konsepto nung pinag-usapan natin about the buy entry one. Exactly, Jongjong. We wait for the pullback. Alright? So, dalawang scenario ha. If you're trading the continuation of that trend, you might want to wait for the breakout. Then, the pullback to test kung strong talaga yung naging floor na yon. Pag hindi naman at bumaba siya dun sa current na floor, tingnan natin kung kaya niya din magstay above, then buy ulit tayo. Okay? So, yun yung mga levels na babantayan natin. If not tonight, for the next couple of days. Okay? Balikan natin to on Wednesday again and Friday. Tingnan natin kung nag-materialize ba yung pinag-usapan natin today. Okay? So, that's for your buy option. Now, what will I do? Ano naman gagawin ko pag hindi nangyari yung buy at nagtuloy-tuloy si market pababa? Ano naman ang gagawin ko? Paano naman ako magre-react dito? Okay, good. Well, it's good to say na sana nag-sell na lang ako somewhere here. 'Di ba? Sana nag-sell na lang ako doon, pababa naman pala. Well, maganda lang tingnan kung nangyari na si market. Doon mo lang makikita, ay pwede pala doon. Pero kasi kung alam lang natin yung future, bakit pa tayo gumagawa nitong analysis na to? 'Di ba? So sana magse-sell na rin ako ngayon. Pero again, based on market movement and based on my experience, there are certain patterns that the market does. Hindi nga lang siya symmetrical all the time, but one thing I can tell you as I observed, the market doesn't move in total randomness. May pattern pa rin siyang sinusunod. So, ano yung hahanapin ko for a sell? Okay? Good. Let's go back to D1. Now we plan kung anong pwede natin gawin kung yung buy options is hindi na available sa atin. Right? Anong pwede natin gawin? Okay? So, I will look for a sell. Okay? I will look for a sell pag biglang bumaba si price. Okay? So, I will use an orange line here and assuming that the market went lower. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kailangan kong makita, right? Let me zoom in, everyone. Kailangan kong makita gawin to ni market. Ma-break niya yung first, yung diagonal support. Okay? Okay? And same concept ng waves, ng cycles, ng trend natin, right? I want the price to go and test that level again before ako magse-sell. 'Di ba? Okay? So gusto kong i-test niya yung ceiling na yan kung talagang mag-hold yan before selling. Alright? So yun yung magiging plan ko. Pag ito nangyari this week, ito naman yung sell levels natin. I'll use the pink or purple depending on your screen resolution. My first sell level, my S1 is here. Yan. Well, technically wala pa akong nakikitang S2. Right? Or sell 2. So first option ko pa lang yan. Well, probably for some, okay? Sige, i-include ko na lang to ha. Aggressively, probably for some, yung breakout pa lang nagse-sell na dito. Which I don't really advise or recommend, right? Because in most cases, kasi parang nadadala lang kayo dun sa market movement and eventually baka mag-uptrend siya ulit. So, okay? Mataranta lang kayo. So, yung next na sinabi ko is not really advisable. Definitely for beginner traders. Okay? Okay, so that's my AUD-USD analysis at least for the next couple of days. Should I get in now? Not yet. Mapapansin nyo may mga certain things akong inaabangan. Alright? So balikan natin to on Wednesday para malaman natin kung maganda ba yung movement ni market. And if you guys are available tomorrow, go back to this one if you want to take the sell on AUD-USD. Okay, I want to jump in on Euro-US now. Alright, for the people who were with me Friday, we're still anticipating for this move. Okay, I had my second entry right here. Okay, moving in our favor. Now we still have that downtrend on lower time frame. Okay, look at those cycles, look at those waves right there. Pero ito nga lang umakyat siya dito, but that ceiling, right, was very strong for us. Sabi ko nga, Euro USD, okay, is beautiful for a sell, right? Even on a Monday, merong iba kasi nagsasabi it's not good to trade on Monday, but look at that move right there. So if you guys were able to catch that, good job. You should be up somewhere at, for me, I'm up about 17 pips on this move right here. So if you wish to go and chase that move, wag na sa H4, gumalaw na yan. If your entry was, I have this offset right here. If your entry, mga 20 pips na rin yan. Probably you'll be looking at this on the 15-minute chart. Abangan nyo na lang yung pag pull back niya ulit and this orange and blue line crosses. Okay? Abangan nyo na lang. So, expected pa rin to na bumalik, tapos saka kayo ulit mag-sell. Again, this is on the 15-minute chart. Okay? Right? Kung magre-re-entry kayo. Okay? Pero kung nakapasok na kayo, good job. Alright? From Friday, I hope you did catch that beautiful I think about 50 pips from very very close to the ceiling. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, if you take this somewhere here, itong breakout na to. Okay, so you had at least 50 pips there. So if you were able to bank 20, 30 pips, that's good enough. Profit is profit, 'di ba? It really depends na lang sa lot sizing nyo. Right? Okay, so tingnan natin kung makakapasok pa ba tayo ulit. For me personally, should well, I have a position there already. If I am to get in again, I'll be doing it on the 15-minute chart. So yung sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, wait for that crossover on the EMA. Then from the bounce sa EMA, pasok kayo. And if you notice, you have that short-term trend also happening here. So a pullback is definitely expected, right? For a re-entry. Okay? Pero again, I'm not discounting the fact that the price can also continue pababa. Okay? So ang sa akin lang is, kung hindi pa kayo nakapasok, tingnan nyo kung magre-retest pa siya. Kung hindi naman, then let go. Move to the next currency pair. Okay? Alright? No need to cry in the corner again. There are loads of currency pairs to trade. Okay? Hindi lang naman si EURUSD ang pwedeng i-trade. Right? In that case, I want to talk about GBPUSD, which is also moving in that direction. Okay? From that short-term sideways that we talked about Friday. Okay, we were selling from that ceiling right there. Okay, balik lang ako sa H4, no? Oops, sorry. Too bright probably for some. Okay, we were selling on this one right here. So sad to be not putting a take profit. So what I'm showing you now is a classic trade situation when you don't put a take profit here. Okay, and you weren't able to manually take your profit Friday at umakyat ulit si market kanina umaga. Well, it's still looking like it can move in our favor later on. Okay? So if you want to get a re-entry, then let's see. Tingnan natin dito. You're already in. Yeah. Okay. I think you got in somewhere here. Yung today lang, William. Right? Dito banda. Okay. How about your Euro USD? I hope you don't mind me asking. Were you able to catch that Euro USD on Friday? Kasi may sell limit ka nun, 'di ba? Right? Euro USD, yep. Okay, good. Wonderful, wonderful. So, I'm on GBP USD now. Kasi sabi nga natin may position na rin ako doon from earlier. Now we want to check what other currency pairs that we have. All right. Again, for the people who just joining us, okay, there is a plan for a re-entry on Euro USD, but it will be more on the 15-minute chart. So if you're not comfortable trading the 15-minute chart, you're not forced to go and monitor it. Okay? Doon kayo sa comfortable kayo na time frame. All right? May naalala ako dyan. Hindi naglagay ng TP sa USD yan. Wag mo na paalala. Nung kinlose ko, saka pa siya nagtuloy-tuloy. 'Di ba? May nangyayari talaga na gano'n. Akala mo ikaw lang yung pabigat sa market, no? Nung kinlose mo yung trade mo, saka siya nagtuloy-tuloy ng mas maraming pips pa sana. But anyway, yeah, that's a thing in the past, but I love that I learn from those things as well, right? So trading is a never-ending learning journey. Okay. Anyway, so GBP USD, all right? Are we seeing a potential breakout for some? Kasi someone messaged me, this is an uptrend ba? Pwede ba to? Yes, potential naman yan. Pero sabi ko nga, trading the breakout, for me personally, I want to see the retest first before jumping in on another buy. So I'm not in on a buy here yet. Definitely on a sell since Friday. So that's a decent 20 something, yeah, 30 pips, yeah. So pero hindi tayo naglagay ng take profit dyan. So abangan natin if the market will still continue in our favor. It looks like it can, right? It looks like it can, pero sabi ko nga, dahil may mga bagay na minsan hindi natin mag-guarantee na pupunta in our favor, especially on trading, you need to always set up a safety net there. Look at that red line. Yep, that's my safety net. Ibig sabihin, just in case na pumunta si market sa opposite direction, I will not lose everything on my account. I have that safety net there, my stop loss, right? My friend to tell me that, hey, okay, cut loss muna tayo and let's reassess the position. Kasi for some, they take the stop loss as like an enemy, right? Or medyo minsan, tawag dito, galit sa stop loss. Meron akong kilala, sabi, hindi ka naman mas stop loss kung wala kang stop loss, di tinanggalan stop loss. Diba? So for me personally, again, I take my stop loss as my friend that tells me that the market is no longer moving in your favor, you might want to reassess your position, right? So if you feel the same way, then I suggest you always have a stop loss, okay? Matalo man yan, at least hindi lahat ng account or lahat ng pera mo, diba? Well, trust me if I tell you this, mahirap yung margin call. All right? Medyo malaki-laki yan. Okay? Mahirap yung margin call, right? Anyway, okay. A re-entry. Kung ngayon pa lang kayo papasok, possible ba sa 15-minute chart? Possible naman. Tanggalin ko tong medyo teal ko na rectangle no, or yeah, tanggalin natin yan para hindi kayo masyadong naduduling dyan. Okay, on my 15-minute chart, hindi pa nagko-crossover, right? Tanggalin ko rin tong diagonal line because we're not using that. So, hindi pa siya nagko-crossover dito. So, definitely, I want to see this crossover first to happen. Okay, saka ako mag-re-entry for a sell. So, almost the same level where I got my initial trade. Okay, so parang ganito. You want the price to go back, then you sell somewhere here. And if you're on the 15-minute chart or maybe lower, your goal is just to make 10-20 pips there, right? So, like a quick in and out trade. Yun naman talaga ang goal ng short-term trading. Okay? Probably for some, they will call it scalping, right? Pero sa akin, short-term and long-term lang kasi yung mga term ko eh. It's either I'm keeping the trade, right? That's a long-term trade. Or I just want to get in and out, right? A quick 10 to 20 pipper, then that's a short-term trade for me. Okay? So, that's my re-entry there on GBPUSD. Okay? If I'm not in the trade now, okay, doon ako mag-aabang ng entry price. So, pwedeng mangyari yan tonight or bukas ng umaga. For the people who could be asking when's the best time to trade, for me, it is anytime. Look at Monday. EURUSD is still moving in our favor. GBP is likely to move in our favor too. So, wala talaga siyang specific time. But there are sessions that you might want to watch out for, right? When you talk about volatility, right? So, probably, if that's something that you want to talk about more, we'll set up a separate session for that. So, let me know in the comment section kung you want to talk about time frame correlation and market volatility and time zones. Okay? All right. So that's my take on GBPUSD. I want to move on to the next major currency pair, the Kiwi and the dollar, which is still moving in this direction, right? Hindi pa siya bumabagsak doon na anticipated downtrend natin. Okay? Actually, for the people who were able to catch that little sell there, umakit na naman siya ulit. Okay, now it's becoming a short-term symmetrical triangle here. Probably your initial reaction would be the same thing as GBPUSD. Pwede ba siyang maging short-term sideways then? Possibly, yes. Pwede nyo rin siyang i-consider na to. Just don't disregard that you have this diagonal support and resistance. So, ibig sabihin, anong ibig sabihin nun? Pag nagsesell kayo, huwag nyo nang antayin talaga yung dito sa rectangle na support. Probably your TP is somewhere here. Right? Very, very short-term trade lang. So, tingnan natin ha. If that's the case, short-term trade, I am usually looking at H1 or 15 minutes to get in on a short-term trade. Okay? Is my H1 showing me a good sign for a sell? Not really, not yet. How about 15 minutes? 15 minutes is still not showing me that crossover. But I want to be a little aggressive here. Let me see. I want to be a little aggressive. We have an hour for this bar. Tanggalin ko tong, okay, tanggalin ko tong si rectangle. Okay. I want to be a little aggressive here. Okay, let me bend my rules a bit. Okay. And I want to focus on this short-term sideways right here. Okay. Let me focus on this short-term sideways. If I will put my stop loss here, this will be a decent 20 pipper. Pag nag-breakout siya doon, okay, pwede tayong mag 1:1 dito. Tingnan natin. Okay? Let me see if I can get on this. Let's go and set a sell stop. Entry price will be somewhere at 6709. I like that. 0.6709. Okay. Stop loss will be somewhere here. Sana yung 20 pips nito? Yeah. Okay. 6729 naman. Okay. 0.6729. Alright. So, here will be somewhere at plus minus the spread. I'll go for 6687. Okay. Mapapansin nyo, nagsiset na siya ng take profit ngayon. Again, this is a short-term trade. Tingnan natin if it will move in our favor, then take profit tayo somewhere here. Okay? So again, if this trade won't be triggered in under an hour, right? I have about 40 minutes there for it to be pending. After 40 minutes, kung hindi to nag-trigger, ika-cancel ko na lang muna. Hindi, ibig sabihin nun, meron, dun sa pattern na inaabangan ko, hindi tumuloy yun. Diba? Okay? So let's see if NZD-USD will go for that. I have not been touching this currency pair since last week kasi I'm seeing that symmetrical triangle. But on that H4, if we want to take advantage of this short-term sideways, yun lang ang gusto kong makita ngayon. Now, if that continues, then I can possibly continue my sell somewhere here. Dito ko ilalagay yung take profit ko. Right? Yun naman yung next. But anyway, thank you so much for the guys who are still with me live now. And usually we end the session at 9 o'clock and it's 9:10. Thank you so much for staying with me. Right? We want to move on now to USD CHF. There you go. I hope you guys were able to catch that. And I did not trade this. Sorry, excuse me. Look at that. Inabangan natin yung sell na yan at nangyari na siya finally. Look at that. It did not break the ceiling that we were monitoring. If you have a sell here, I'm looking at a short-term floor level. So, profit-taking level na siya. Ayoko nang habulin pa ito. Okay? But that's a beautiful move right there. If you were watching dollar Swiss, right? Since last week or for the last couple of weeks, then that's the thing that we were expecting for to happen. Yeah, then you made money here. That's a decent 94 pips, 90, almost 100, right? Will I get in? Well, I'm not really a big fan of dollar Swiss, but for the sake of this analysis, I want to check the dollar strength across the board. As you may know, yeah, things happening with the dollar and Russia, right, and everything. Fundamentally for the dollar, that's something that we can discuss separately when we talk about fundamental analysis. All right, I want to keep this session strictly for technical analysis for now. Okay, para hindi maguluhan yung iba. All right, so could be a push downward, possibly, yes. But of course, as far as your technical analysis is concerned, it must break the floor first before you sell again. So, may nagkakaroon kayo ng short-term floor level here. Kung ako nga, if I want to go and jump in now, well, not now. I will wait for the next bar. I will wait for the next 4-hourly bar. Now it's hitting this level, no? Yan. If the next 4-hourly bar goes and break out of the of this one right here, ang entry price ko will be somewhere here, right? And we'll see if the market can continue going in that direction. Pero kung hindi naman, then you know the drill. Hanap tayo ng sell after the breakout naman. Okay? So yun yung plano natin on USD CHF. For me, the earliest will be well, wait, sandali. I don't want to conclude on that. Tingnan natin. Pwede nga siya sa H1 eh. If you want to go for that bullish engulfing, pwede natin siya i-test, pero napakalapit niya dun sa pagte-test nito. You'll have this I'm not sure if you heard about the term zone before. So this is a tight room to operate. Every time I see something like this, I anticipate for the price to stay within that zone. So there's something in my way now. So sandali. I think H4 will still be the best. Yeah, H4 for me is still the best time frame to go for this move later on. So abangan natin to. Could be on my watch list not just this week or not just today, probably for the whole week. Okay? Pero sabi ko nga, disclaimer lang, not really a big fan of dollar Swiss, but yep, if you see something tradable there, then and you know and you understand the risk and how to manage the risk, then go and jump in on the trade, right? If you're not comfortable with the trade, no one is forcing you to take any trade. Everything should be based on your discretion, okay? All right? There's no shotgun in your head forcing you to take a trade. Dapat alam mo kung bakit mo tinitake yung specific na trade na yan, okay? All right? So from there, sige, bantayan natin yan. I want to move on to USD CAD. For that move Friday, look at that. USD CAD is staying still on that rectangle that we drew. Okay, it is staying there. Let me remove the EMAs from here. Okay, right, it's staying there. Tingnan natin kung it's becoming sideways. No, as if you were with me since the beginning of time, since I started this session. Right, I wanted to see this downtrend, but ito yung nangyayari. Tapos we had this symmetrical triangle here. Now it's becoming sideways. So still, I'm not seeing very, very good position. Again, personally, I'm not seeing good reasons to get in on USD CAD. For now, I'll pass on USD CAD pa rin. Hopefully, things will change for the next couple of days. Then we can put our hands on USD CAD again. All right. For now, pass muna tayo. Or at least for me. Okay. Dollar yen. Look at that. Dollar yen is or failed to break through the 116 level, failed to go back above the 115 level. Now it's at 114. Will there be a continuation? Again, we're seeing this pattern that I have been mentioning several times since I started this live session. A symmetrical triangle. It means indecision. So if I'm not seeing confidence in the buyers nor the sellers, so me as a retail trader, I don't have the confidence to get in on a trade as well. So though dollar yen is one of my favorite currency pairs, right? Um, I'll pass on this for now. So USD CAD and dollar yen will not be on my watch list for now, not unless Wednesday magbago yung situation. All right. So for a quick recap here, AUD we have those plans there, break out from the ceiling, buy, back to the floor, buy tayo short term. If hindi talaga kinaya, then sell tayo once it breaks through that diagonal floor level. Dun tayo magsesell. All right, Euro USD, we're still on the trade. Look at that, as anticipated, right? Pwedeng magkaroon ng pullback dyan. Kung gusto nyo mag-re-entry, go for it, right? If you're already in the trade and you want to take the money, go ahead, okay? GBPUSD, same thing here, right? Crossover muna, then pullback. Pwede tayo mag-re-entry on the 15-minute. Where is this confidence coming from? We're seeing this possible short-term sideways to continue here. Kumali naman tayo and eventually the market goes up. Right, for me personally, I have my stop loss there to protect me, and we can go and change, right? Yep, look into a buy later on pag nangyari man yan. Anyway, we have a decent room there for buying somewhere at 100, 120 pips, diba? Okay. NZD-USD, we have a pending order there. Right, tingnan natin kung kakayanin niya ba yung move na nakita natin. Kung hindi naman, okay lang. Right, ka-cancel natin yan. I have about 43 minutes left, right? To keep this trade pending. Okay? USD CHF, again, it's testing the floor level there aggressively. If you want to, you can go for the 1 hourly chart now for that bullish engulfing. Kung hindi naman, dun sa 4 hour. I'll be waiting on the 4 hourly chart. Okay? Again, where is this coming from? You're seeing that short-term floor level there being tested, right? And if it holds, then we can go for the buy. Kung hindi naman, you have a beautiful 60 pipper there until the next floor level for a sell. Okay? All right. I don't want to touch on USD CAD and USD JPY for now. And what do you call this? That could possibly change on Wednesday. So balikan natin siya on Wednesday. And if you have additional comments and suggestions or questions, yep, throw them in on the comment section. Or you can send me a private message, yep, kung ayaw nyo na nababasa yung, ng iba yung comment nyo or yung question nyo. Okay? And again, as always, I may not have all the answers to your questions, but I'll do my best to answer them to the best of my knowledge. And if needed, I can point you to the right direction if I don't have the answer. All right? And one more thing before, yeah, sumobra na tayo sa expected 30 minutes now. I really apologize. But for the people, reminder lang, I will be editing the YouTube thing, right? So if you want to review this session, you can go directly to the YouTube channel, right? And you'll find the edited version there. Kasi kanina pag umpisa natin, medyo nawala yung audio right? Now, with that being said, all right, with that being said, I would like to inform you that since I started this YouTube channel, right, from zero, now we have about 47-ish there, 49 na actually tonight, right? So, I want to give a challenge to everyone. Alam niyo yung, well, nakikita nyo naman yung mga road to ganito. I want to set a road to 100 subscribers as well. All right? I want to set that. Let's see how you can help me out, right? Criterias lang or yung kailangan nyo lang gawin is go and subscribe there, right? And share it to your Facebook feed, right? And send me a screenshot once you've done both, all right? Dun sa YouTube, once you have clicked subscribe, do a screenshot. Same thing when you have shared, the channel, okay? Once you have done that, send me a private message of those screenshots, all right? Now, once we reach the first 100 subscribers, all right, we'll do a roulette, okay? We'll do a roulette on the day that we hit that, and I'll be picking two people from those list or from that list that I will give an exclusive one-on-one, right? This is a one-time session for you guys, for those two people, a one-time one-on-one, at least 45-minute session with you. If you're already trading, then we can go and review your trades, and I can probably help you modify if needed, all right, or tweak your trading plan as needed, all right. If you're not trading yet but you're willing to learn, then that 45 minutes I will share an easy way how you can start up your trading. Yeah. So yeah, let help me out to reach the first 100 subscribers. I'm so excited to see how it goes. All right. Then once we have done that, I'll be picking two winners. Okay, ulitin ko lang, subscribe, then share the channel, send me a screenshot once you have done both, right? Dun sa messenger, okay? Then on the day we reach 100, we'll pick two winners for a one-time one-on-one coaching session for at least 45 minutes, okay? All right, so again, thank you so much, guys, for staying with me, and I love that I see familiar names as well, and shout out to Micah. Thank you for letting me know na hindi pala umagana yung Facebook audio ko kanina. But anyway, we'll have more sessions like this, okay? And thank you so much for supporting these sessions that I'm doing every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. So as always, guys, okay, please be reminded to trade based on your discretion. No one should be forcing you to take a trade. You must understand the trade that you are taking. Okay? It should not be stressful. If it becomes stressful, then you're not doing it correctly. Remember, trading should be fun. I hope you guys have a pitful week ahead of you, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you so much.